Planet Dolan.
McDonald's has led the fast food industry for decades, but even then they had their fair share of bad ideas. What meatless burger was a failed solution for Catholics during Lent? What experiment added seaweed extract to the beef patty? These are McDonald's greatest menu flops of all time. I'm Pringle the One, and today I'll be your narrator.
Number 15.
The McAfrica was a United Airlines level PR disaster in 2002. McDonald's in Norway introduced a fairly innocuous burger that came wrapped in a pita and was topped with an exotic spicy mayo. The big problem with the McAfrica wasn't the food, it was naming a fast food product the McAfrica, while the actual continent of Africa was undergoing its worst famine in decades and millions were on the brink of starvation. Naturally, McDonald's responded to criticism by continuing to sell the sandwich and then re-releasing it for the 2008 Olympics.
Number 14.
The Arch Deluxe was an attempt by McDonald's to attract adults with a more sophisticated palate. They pitched the burger by pointing out features like extra fancy ketchup and a new secret sauce for grown-ups made of mustards and mayonnaise. Despite their attempts to make it look fancy, the Arch Deluxe was just a bacon cheeseburger with a little pepper. The problem is, McDonald's spent a lot of money on advertising for the Arch Deluxe. They spent $150 million on commercials that showed kids being disgusted by the taste. It's considered one of the most expensive product flops in company history.
Number 13.
There are some places you don't trust to do spaghetti right. McDonald's is one of those places. As poorly as McSpaghetti turned out for everyone involved, it could have been a lot worse. While McSpaghetti was busy tanking, they were trying out fettuccine and lasagna in test markets. Oddly enough, the McSpaghetti lives on the Philippines, where it is reportedly a popular and tasty menu item.
Number 12.
McDonald's has a hard time with Roman Catholics during Lent. Taking meat off the table eliminates a good portion of the McDonald's menu, and so there aren't too many reasons for them to show up. Enter the Hula Burger, a meatless offering geared specifically to those observing Lent. Great idea, right? Well, it might have been, but it's just a piece of pineapple with cheese melted on it, slapped on a bun. Shouts out to the pineapple.
Number 11.
McDonald's keeps trying to sell pizza for some reason. On numerous occasions, McDonald's has tried getting into pizza, and they've even tried calling it McPizza. It never takes off, partially because they were made to order and it takes too long. However, there's reportedly a pair of franchises in Ohio and West Virginia that just never stopped selling the McPizza, ever since the 1990s. Hopefully they're not just using the rest of that 25-year-old stock to make them.
Number 10.
Unlike a lot of these ideas, McDonald's may have been onto something when they introduced a series of spicy bone-in chicken wings. It wasn't a terrible idea on paper. The problem was that people simply didn't like them. They lasted less than a year on the menu, and McDonald's was so desperate to get rid of them, they dropped the price 40% just to clear out the stock in what was known as a chicken wing clearance. That might have something to do with the fact that they looked like in the ads and like this in real life.
Number 9.
Hey, let's chop up some onions, batter them, and fry them. This is an actual thought someone had in McDonald's test kitchen before someone else decided to call them onion nuggets. They were introduced as part of a push to expand the chain's dinner options because apparently a lot of people eat onion nuggets for dinner, right?
Number 8.
The founder of McDonald's, Ray Kroc, banned hot dogs from all his restaurants despite all potential demand because he thought they were unsanitary. But hey, Ray Kroc died in 1984, so in the 1990s, some McDonald's store in the Midwest and Canada went against the late founder's vision and experimented with the McHot Dog. They no longer talk about the McHot Dog though.
Number 7.
The basic premise of the McDLT is that you have to put it together yourself, touting a revolutionary design that was actually just two connected styrofoam containers. The McDLT's packaging was meant to separate the hot part from the cold lettuce and tomato. Unfortunately, this was around the time people were figuring out styrofoam was really bad for the environment, and that made the McDLT a double offender. Also, Jason Alexander did a cringe-worthy minute-long commercial complete with singing and dancing for the McDLT in the 80s, which is actually worse than it sounds. Ugh, it's like skinning a cat.
Number 6.
McSoup is just Campbell's soup in McDonald's branded cup. Nobody asked for this. The idea was that people might go for soup in the colder months, and Campbell's was a familiar and trusted brand, but it turns out nobody really goes to McDonald's for Campbell's soup in a small cup.
Number 5.
Everybody loves a Big Mac, so here's a slightly smaller version called a Son of a Mac. That removes one of the beef patties and the bread in the middle. So yeah, McDonald's really changed the game when they introduced the regular hamburger. Whoa.
Number 4.
Just try saying McDonald's chopped beefsteak sandwich without gagging a little bit. This thing looks basically like the McRib and was part of an attempt to introduce dinner-friendly options on the menu. Only instead of trying to taste like ribs, it was trying to taste like a steak. Doubling up the fail, they paired this monstrosity with the also doomed onion nuggets.
Number 3.
McDonald's wants you to know that McDonald's cares about your dietary needs. That's why McDonald's has introduced the McLean Deluxe. The McLean Deluxe is a low-calorie option to the usual hamburger that offers a beef patty that is 91% fat-free. That's because we added water and seaweed extract to the beef. Enjoy!
Number 2.
Every so often, McDonald's tries to get classy and offer something upscale because they forgot that they're McDonald's. McDonald's Angus burgers touted quality Angus beef at right around the time restaurants were throwing Angus on everything they could find. They tried selling the burgers for about $4 to $5 each, but the taste was indistinguishable from similar burgers on the dollar menu, so they never really took off and were discontinued in 2013.
Number 1.
The McLobster promised 100% real North Atlantic lobster, and that was probably true, as the offering only ever hit New England and Eastern Canada. But regardless of whether the lobster was real or not, the general consensus is that the sandwich was too expensive and didn't actually taste like lobster. McDonald's is actually trying this experiment again as a lobster roll. Has been available in some markets during the summers of 2015 and 2016 and has actually been received somewhat positively. At least they're not calling it the McLobster.
Don't you want it?
What do you think was the worst McDonald's product? Let us know in the comments below and we'll pin our favorite to the top. Take care, everybody. Much love and appreciation. Peace.